This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everybody, as we welcome you here to Burley High School, as tonight the Preston Indians play their penultimate game of the year.
Penultimate,
you like
man.
that?
You're
you like that?
Fancy on
as they're here in Burley tonight to take on the Burley Bobcats with only one game left here in the regular season. Dan Hubbard along with Ron Smaley, John Beverly back in studio tonight. Glad to have you with us as the Preston Indians now have extended their record this year to 18-1. They are 11-0 in conference play as they hit the road for the final two games of the year. They'll be in Pocatello coming up on Friday night. Preston has won 8 straight games on the road this year, and they've won 14 in a row overall this year as well. So we're coming to this game after having a week off. Last game was against the Minico Spartans on senior night, a game that they won 78-51. Ty Hyde led the team in scoring that night for the 6th straight game as he put up 22 points in the win. Luke Smaley had 14. Scott Dunn also reached double digits as he had 12. The Burley Bobcats, they're 14-5 on the year, 9-3 in conference play and sitting in the number 2 spot in the conference. They're led by senior Jace Whiting, who's headed for Boise State to continue his basketball career. He comes into tonight's game sitting on, as they come into the second, they come in sitting in the second place spot in the conference. As I mentioned a moment ago, the Bobcats are averaging just under 60 points a game so far this year. And of course, Preston beat Burley at home earlier this year, 93-72. But Ron Smaley, that score you can take and throw away. That means nothing coming into tonight.
It means nothing. It'll be a whole different story here tonight. I'm just loving, Dan, how they put us right by the band. and for those of you, we have banners right in front of us, so apparently they're not too hospitable to the visiting radio team. But so that's the noise that we have. But no, it all starts tonight. You know, some might say, hey, this game doesn't have a lot of meaning for Preston because we've wrapped up the district, first place, but it has a ton of meaning. It means momentum. It means confidence going into the district tournament. We want to come out strong, and we want to show them who's number 1 in the district.
That's absolutely true, and we can show them on paper who's number 1 at least, as the new media poll and coaches poll came out here in the last couple of days. Preston takes over the number 1 spot in the coaches poll as they jump over Middleton, and in the media poll they're tied with Middleton for the top spot.
Did Middleton lose, or did they just?
They just voted us back up on top.
Okay.
They finally realized that 18-1 is better than 16-2.
Yeah, but Middleton did beat us, so I guess it's about even.
So for Preston, they'll look to continue their winning streak here tonight and put together another great game here this evening as well, as they'll really have their hands full. And of course, when you start talking about Burley, you have to talk about Jace Whiting, who is their all everything.
Jace is a great basketball player. He's a versatile, quick guard. He can shoot with the best of them. He's shifty. He's a great basketball player, no doubt.
So far this year, he has put up 14 games of 20 or more points this year. 5 of those ran into 30 or more points. And earlier this year, since the last time we saw him, he faced Caldwell, and he put up 41 points that night.
Yeah, he's a scorer, there's no doubt. And we're going to have to, try to contain him as best as we can. But more than that, I really think it's containing the other guys. I mean, if Jace gets 35 on us and nobody else contributes, we'll be fine. Yep. So I think it's about containing Jace as much as we can, but also not letting, Hansen and some of the other players go off on us as well.
Hansen's the guy you really got to keep an eye on. He averages just over 13 points a game. So he averages in double digits, so he can be a load to try to handle as well.
No doubt. Yep.
We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, and when we do, we'll talk to Coach Tyler Jones. We'll do all that as we continue on the pregame show from Burley right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com. Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. We'll talk to Tyler Jones here for a couple of minutes before we tip the game off here tonight in Burley. You're coming off another great win at home as you run your record out 18-1.
Yeah, it was a great senior night, great way to end the regular season at home, and you know what, we did what we were supposed to, and we put ourselves in a great position. We'll be the top seed for the conference tournament. But this week we're going to find out again what we're made of going on the road, taking on Burley tonight and Pokey Friday. So two really tough tests on the road this week.
It's nice to have a week off, but then again, you're going to be tested now for here twice in the next 3 nights.
Exactly. This time you kind of want to keep playing, so you stay sharp. And tonight you get the long bus ride, and then you're going against a good team. They're sitting in second place right now in our conference. They want that 2 seed, so they have a lot to play for tonight, and it's a game we can't overlook.
The game became a little bit more of a blowout at home against Burley a couple of weeks ago. I'm guessing that's a bit more of an anomaly than what you'd probably expect tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And there for the first half it was tight, and then we kind of went on one of those runs and kind of pulled away, and we shot really well that night, and things were going our way. And we came to Burley a lot over the years, and I don't recall any time where we walked out of here with a win by more than a couple points, and we haven't won many times out here. This is just one of those places that it's tough to win. They have a great program, tough place to play here, and I expect that tonight.
How do you slow down the Burley kid, or do you?
No, he's a tremendous player, and you don't get a offer to Boise State if you're not a talented kid. So he's good, and he's going to get some no matter what. Our job is just to try to make him earn them. Can't give him the easy looks, and then he's going to probably get 25 or 30, but we got to make sure we do a good job on the other guys too, not let get other guys in double digits. So make him earn them, not give him the easy looks, and then hope that the role guys don't step up for him.
That's the thing I was going to say. That of course, I meant the Whiting kid, not the Burley kid. Of course, he's going to get his points, and you just concentrate on stopping everybody else.
Yeah, I think so, and he's really improved this year, become more of a complete player he's able to find those open guys and make his teammates better, and that's what good players do.
Wish you the best of luck tonight, and we'll talk to you again after the game.
Okay, thank you.
That's Coach Tyler Jones here on the pregame show. Take a timeout. Back with more right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
This time of year, the weather can change quickly. That means the road conditions change quickly too. If you usually feel stressed when you're driving as the weather changes, it might be because you don't have the right tires for the road conditions. Let West Motor Company help you choose the tires that will meet your needs. Take the stress out of your winter driving with a set of 4 new tires. Visit any of our dealerships in Preston or Logan today. West Motor Company, we do tires.
WestMotorCompany.com.
The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Naylor Insurance.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-0810.
KACH.
Welcome back. We are back here at Burley. The Indians and the Bobcats coming up here from Burley High School. It's senior night, so they've kind of cleared the floor a little bit early. They're going to have their senior presentations here coming up. Gives Ron and I a chance to chat here for a minute as Preston, of course, with the win over Minico last week. They wrap up the number 1 spot in the conference tournament, which gets underway a week from tomorrow night, rather, at Preston Gym. As knowing that you're going to be at home for all 3 games, that's certainly a big feather in your cap.
It is, and it gives you a huge advantage, and I like that about our district, that it rewards the regular season. There's sometimes, like even in colleges, where one team can win the regular season and they're at a neutral venue.
Right.
Some team gets lucky and knocks them off, and they don't even go to the NCAA tournament.
Right. So
our district does reward the team that had the best record in the regular season, and if Preston will just take care of business at home, like we've done all year, we'll be fine.
And also, winning the tournament is big because now you potentially, if Middleton wins their district tournament as well, you don't have to run the risk of running into Middleton in the first round.
Not in the first round, but the way the brackets are set up, we'd probably play them Friday, which you got to play them sometime.
Right.
And I'd actually rather play them at Bora High School than in the big gym, because the perspective, the shooting is better in Bora High School than it is. The guys that play in the Idaho Center, they always talk about how it's, the perspective's a little bit off.
Right, yeah.
You shoot better in Bora High School, and that's our bread and butter.
Right, and we saw that last year in the championship game.
Yep.
Luke, Scott, and Cooper, they all had a hard time hitting the threes because the backdrop is so different.
They're not used to playing in arenas, these high school kids, and so that's why hey, you never know what can happen. We could get knocked off. Middleton could get knocked off. We don't know that we're going to play them for sure, but there's a likelihood.
Yeah, it certainly looks like it going down the road.
Yep.
As for Preston, a win, as you talked about coming in as we got started here tonight, it's not the importance normally because they've already wrapped up the number 1 seed in the tournament, but it's still an important game because you need to make a statement.
It is, and I know Coach Jones, I guarantee all week he's been ramming that in their heads. Don't look over it, don't. And, our kids are mature, they're experienced, they're good professional kids, and I look to see them come out tonight and give it their all.
Yeah, and after this game, of course, then Friday night they go down and they play in the pit. At Pocatello. That place is big enough to park a blimp in.
Yeah, that thing's huge, and it's kind of, I'm glad they redid the floor and the lighting, because a few years ago when they went back to the pit, it was a little sketchy for a while, but it's a fun place to play, and that will not be a walkover game either. Pokey's always hard at home.
Right. We, if you look, for those people watching on mylocalradio.com, you'll notice they've redone the floor here as well. They've painted a replica of the Snake River across the floor here.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, they've also moved the players' benches from what was on this side of the floor now to the other side of the floor. There's many different ideas going around for why they moved the benches. The most popular, and it's probably it's not substantiated at all, but it's the most popular rumor going around, is because the people complained that their players were sitting on the Burley side of the river and not the Minico side of the river. So they needed to move the benches at the beginning of the year.
So you're saying there's a rivalry?
I'm not saying anything, but you and I, we both know because we both saw it.
Yeah.
The bumper sticker in the athletic director's office, Coach Trinkle at Minico. There's a bumper sticker right next to his door in his office that says, "I break for all animals except bobcats."
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I asked Burley's radio guy if he could substantiate the rumor, because that's the popular rumor going around.
No comment.
And he said he's never heard that before. That probably makes the most sense out of anything.
Well, it's fun to have rivalries, and that's good. We had a real rivalry with Century for a long time. It's kind of cooled off a little bit, but it's fun to have those rivalries.
Absolutely. Other games going on tonight around the Great Basin 10 as they've started the clock again, so we're about 3 minutes away from National Anthem in starting lineups. Other games going on tonight. Twin Falls is at Canyon Ridge. Century is at Minico. Mountain Home takes on Wood River, and of course Preston is here at Burley. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back a little bit more in the pregame show right after this.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1121.
Are you looking for it? We invite you now to stay tuned. All the excitement of Preston Indians basketball from here at Burley is coming up next.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial, or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
When you see that big green dinosaur, whether at your favorite gas station or convenience store on the side of a delivery truck, you know quality Sinclair products are available there from Hall Oil Company. Hall Oil is a family-owned and operated business that's been serving folks in Cache Valley since 1947. They're your local fuel and oil broker with a low-price guarantee. Another guarantee that's been really important this winter is that when you fill your fuel tanks with premium winter diesel fuel from Hall Oil, it's guaranteed not to gel, even when the temperature drops below zero. It's the no-gel guarantee from Hall Oil Company.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at MyLocalRadio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield.
It's time for Preston High School Indians basketball. The Indians hit the court looking to bring home a Great Basin 10 title and make a run for a berth in the state playoffs. All the excitement of Preston basketball is brought to you by West Motors, with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all available right here in Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Stokes Market True Value, the big city market with small town friendliness. By Rouse Construction, bringing custom homes to the Blue Sage Park community right here in Preston. By Webb Funeral Home, just off Highway 91 at the south end of Preston. By Hawaiian Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. Come try the best Hawaiian food right here in the city of Preston. By Naylor Insurance, for life, home, and auto insurance from Mutual of Enumclaw on State Street in Preston. By Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. By Idaho Salvage, where you can turn your scrap metals into cash. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest on State Street in downtown Preston. By Valley Implement. By S&T Electric. And by MyLocalRadio.com. Tonight's game is a presentation of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School Athletics and Preston Broadcasting. It's presented for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or use of descriptions or accounts of this game without the express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. And a very pleasant good evening again, everybody, as we welcome you to Burley High School in tonight's game between the Preston Indians and the Burley Bobcats. As they go through the starting lineups out on the floor, Ty Hyde will start tonight for the Indians. Scott Dunn, Luke Smaley will start tonight, as will Garrett Ward and Cole Harris. One thing to note is that Rhett Robertson is not in uniform tonight. He kind of tweaked an ankle the other day at practice.
Yeah.
So he's taking the night off tonight to try to be ready for Pocatello coming up on Friday.
Good.
For the Burley Bobcats, Creighton Hansen, 6'6" senior, averaging just over 13 points a game. Will start. He had 15 in the game previously this year against the Indians. Jarrett Orthman, a 6'1" junior, averages about 6.5 points a game on the year. McCray Mort, a 5'10" junior, averages 2.5 a game. And Jace Whiting, Mr. Everything, 24 points a game, had 34 in the game a couple of weeks ago at Preston. And Steve Ramirez, the 6'5" senior, averaging 5.5 points a game, rounds out the starting five tonight for the Burley Bobcats. Burley comes into the game 14-5, 9-3 in conference. Preston's 18-1. They've won 14 in a row as we get ready to go to work here tonight here in Burley.
You know, Dan, I think like we talked about a lot of the year, Burley's going to come out and they're going to try to get Ty in foul trouble. But yet we can, Hansen isn't the kind that want to bang it down low with Ty a bunch. So we sure have an advantage inside with Ty. And so I kind of watch for that little thing to, it'll be important what happens in that matchup.
You remember that Preston just shot the lights out at home that game against Burley, and they put up 93 points in the game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Their high water mark of the year as Burley controls the opening tap.
That was double dribble. Did you see that?
As Hansen got away with a little bit of a double dribble there. He gives it to Whiting as Preston goes from left to right across your radio dial here in the first half. Orthman tries to go in the corner, intercepted by Smaley, and ends up sitting in Hess's lap in the front row of the bench as he tried to save it but wasn't able to.
Just about got it off. He must have just had his foot on the line.
They get it back into Whiting again, right in front of the bench. In the corner to Mort. In the post to Ramirez. Now brings it back out past the elbow. Hands it back to Whiting. Now back outside the three-point line. Comes around the screen. Wants to drive. Pull up. Can't get a shot. Lob it inside to Ramirez. Gets away from Ty and puts it in.
Oh, quick steal. Nice block. Oh, wow.
A steal and a foul underneath.
Yeah, Cole, that had a little turnover, and Cole went up and blocked the shot. It must have got him on the hand. From here, looked like it was clean, but must have got him on the hand.
And he's going to draw the foul here as well. So first foul of the game goes against the Indians and Cole Harris. And McCray Mort goes to the free throw line. The first one is no good. Mort, who is now 4 for 12 on the year, came into the game as a 36% free throw shooter on the season. Second one is no good. Missed them both. As Ramirez hustles for the ball, and it's going to go. It's going to stay with the Bobcats.
I actually had a really good view on that one, Dan.
I noticed that during the JV game that there was a lot of times that the Bobcats JV team came down and got 4 or 5 possessions before Preston could get the ball back. Comes back to Ramirez in the right corner. He'll hand it back as that's a walk called against Hansen. So the turnover.
That's actually a foul. It was a foul. It was a moving screen.
Okay, they called a moving screen rather on Ramirez. I thought they called it a walk.
No.
So that's the first on Ramirez, and Preston gets the ball for the first time tonight. So here comes Smaley up into the front court. Goes down in the right corner, down quickly down low. Nice pass down low to Hyde.
Yeah, that should be a lot. A lot of should be there a lot tonight.
They had that plenty in the game against Burley. That's why the third quarter got so far out of hand. Mort pulls up from the free throw line. His 15-footer is no good. Hansen has the rebound inside, throws it back. It's saved on the floor by Orthman. He drives down from the left block. Goes scoop shot is good.
Nice shot by Orthman to use his good body control.
Orthman makes it 4-2. Smaley being harassed by Mort in the backcourt. Gets it up to Dunn. Looks down low to Ty just off the right block. Look down low to Harris. That's what was so open. As that's going to be a violation against Cole.
Yeah, Cole was just trying to make the right pass, and I guess he must have dragged his foot a little bit.
So a turnover against the Indians. And it comes back now to the Bobcats. Preston drops out of the press as Orthman brings it back across the midcourt stripe. Dribbles down to the left side, free throw line extended, gives it back to Hansen from the left baseline. In, out, stays out. Hyde has the rebound. Gives it off to Luke as he gets across the midcourt stripe. Mort right there on him. Luke makes a couple little moves, now goes around the screen, down the middle, all the way, lay it up and in.
Good job. He kind of baited Mort into that and then went right past him.
Nice quick first step, got him past him.
Yep.
And then no one stopped the ball as he came down the lane. Whiting comes around the screen by Ramirez, pops a three from straight away, no good.
Good job,
Dunn
Scotty.
has to hustle for the rebound. They could not save it on the floor.
But that was good because they had 3-on-1 right there if the ball gets put in.
They absolutely had numbers,
Yep.
and the save on the floor went right to McKay Mort.
Yep.
So Orthman will bring it in from underneath the basket. Orthman looking, finally gets it into Hansen. Tried to get it to Whiting, poked it away momentarily. Whiting finds himself down low to Mort, put it up and in.
Jace is doing a good job. We're on him so much of finding the open guy, doing what he has to do.
6-4 Burley. 2.5 minutes into the first quarter here. As Smalley up into the front court, I should say, goes to Ward. Now back to Harris, back to Ward, back down top to Smalley. Luke holds with Mort right on him. Goes back to Ward, free throw line extended right, and a reach-in foul on Mort as he tried to deny Smalley the ball.
Yeah, Dan, they're automatically double and Hyde right now. They're leaving Harris completely open. And so if we can bring Ty up just a little bit and open that baseline, that'll be open.
Well, they did that, and I don't know how many easy uncontested layups Harris got because he would cut down the baseline and Ty would just turn and hit him.
Yep.
As a foul on a three-point shot, and that's going to send Garrett Ward to the line.
Good, shoot three on that. Good job by Garrett to draw that foul right there, give him 3 foul shots.
Foul's going to go on Jarrett Orthman, his first, and Ward's going to shoot 3 free throws. Don't forget, coming up at the quarter break, we're going to announce the winner of our NASCAR Las Vegas weekend getaway.
Are we eligible for that, Dan?
We are, but I can tell you that you and I did not win.
Oh.
But you're eligible all day long.
Okay.
Garrett makes the first.
Oh.
Missed the second. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Naylor Insurance. For life, home, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw, stop by Naylor Insurance on State Street in Preston. Here's Garrett to shoot the third.
Makes it, Garrett.
Ties the game at 6.
Full court press by the Indians here.
Jace Whiting has it in the backcourt. Up into the front court comes to Hansen, down low to Ramirez. Gets away from Hyde and lays it in. Ramirez has 4, and Burley goes back up by a deuce. Smalley dribbles behind the back, kick it off. Ward from the left corner for 3. No good. Long rebounds tapped by Harris. He tapped it to Mort. Here comes the Bobcats. 3-on-1. Lay it off to Whiting for the layup. Quickly up the floor. It comes to Hyde.
Nice
Spin move on Ramirez off the glass and in.
And Ramirez just stood there. That's the smart thing to do, not draw the foul.
Full court pressure again. 10-8. Bobcats on top. Quickly up into the front court. Hansen into the corner, back to Orthman. Looks at a 3, no good. As Smalley has the rebound. Luke gets away from a crowd and a reach-in foul. That's lucky because Luke kicked the ball in front of him and kicked it out of bounds.
They hit his hand and then it went off, yeah.
Foul's going to go on McCray Mort, his second here in the early going, and the 4th team foul against Burley. Ward and Harris come out. Hammonds and Cooper Hobson come into the game.
Yep.
I couldn't see the 5th player.
He's over there, kind of hiding.
So Smalley's going to bring the ball in, brings it into Ty, way out away from the basket, hands it back to Luke. Drives, stops at the left block. Back out top to Hammonds. Pass was partially deflected, so eventually kind of rolled to Hammonds. And comes to Hobson now, free throw line extended left.
Ramirez and Hyde are going at it, and they called Ramirez finally. They are just going at it. Now, if we can get Ramirez in foul trouble, is that 2 now?
That's 2.
Okay, so this is big because then they got to put Hansen on him, their second highest scorer. Unless they're going to try 4.
Coming
Maybe they'll try.
Yeah, Hunter Hansen's going to come in. He's a 6'5" senior.
Okay.
But he probably gives away 35 pounds to Ty.
There you go.
And there's immediately the inbound pass, no good. Ty gets his own rebound, puts it right back in.
Good job, Ty.
Ty's got 6. And we're tied at 10 here again with 3.5 to play here in the first quarter. Whiting, almost slipped and fell.
Yep.
Gets it over to Hansen. As it comes back again, as Bridger Giles into the game here for the first time as well. Here comes Whiting, drives, tries a little scoop shot, tried to throw it around Ty, and I think he banked it off his Bahonkus and out of bounds.
Either one off Ty or Luke's Bahonkus. I don't know which one. Is Bahonkus a word?
Yes.
If we say it is, right?
It's from the Yiddish.
Oh, okay.
As it comes to Hansen in the corner, an air ball, missed it by a couple of feet. Done with the rebound, goes to Smaley in the front court. Quickly it goes to Hobson. Back to Luke. Luke goes back down to Hobson on the Hammonds rather. Now drop it back down to Hyde, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Ty. Hunter Hansen fell down. They called a hooking foul on Ty.
He just fell down. That's one. You're gonna get. That's gonna get that call here. It's all right. Ty just needs to. He'll come out in the last couple minutes. He'll be back in the first and second quarter.
Cole Harris will come back in as Ty's going to go to the bench. 10-10 tie with 2:45 to play here in the first. Dan Hubbard along with Ron Smaley here with you tonight from Burley. In the corner, Hansen kick it back out top. Orthman won't take the shot. He'll pull the ball back out. Now looks back to the bench as Trent Whiting yells out the plays.
Nice.
Harris takes it away. Cole all the way, lay it up and in.
Great read. They were reading Whiting on that and got the steal. That was great.
I think Preston has their first lead of the game at 12-10 here now. As Whiting gets the ball back up into the front court. Double team him there just as he comes across the line. Comes to Hansen, whip it down in the corner to
nice
Giles.
Block.
And a block by Hansen, Dunn, and a foul by Dunn.
The ref 3 feet away saw it was clean, and the ref clear up here, called it. Wow, that was a good block.
So the guy is standing in midcourt, called the foul on Scott. He is first. Team's third. And it's going to send... Is that Orthman?
That's Creighton Hansen.
Is that Hansen?
Yep.
Okay, I can see a number from here as he makes the first. Yes, it is. It's Creighton Hansen. So he gets his first point of the game on the free throw. Hansen's next one stays out. Hobson has the rebound. Look out. Give it to Harris. And almost.
Like, I don't want it. Where's Luke?
Yeah. He ducks out of the way as fast as he could. Smaley across the timeline comes around the screen. They poke it away. Quickly ahead, it comes to Hansen.
Oh, he traveled.
As he tried to throw it to Whiting, and Luke intercepted it. Now we come back the other way. Harris down the middle, slipped.
And a
blocking foul.
Yeah, he was moving. That was the right call. He was moving. He hadn't established his position. It looked offensive because he sold it, but he did not establish his position. And that was the right call. Harris
tried to plant and tried to make a move around him and slipped.
But he was moving. Right. Had he been stopped, they would have called a charge.
That's what made it look worse was because Harris was on his way down because he slipped.
Yep.
Smaley gets it in the corner to Dunn. He'll pop a three from the right side, just a hair short. Rebound is off to Harris. Comes back to Cooper Hobson. Holds it high up over his head. Now brings it back out top to Smaley. 1:33 to play in the quarter. Gabe Hammonds over on the left side. Gets it back to Harris out top. Lob it down inside to Luke. They triple team him. Back in the corner to Hammonds, who hits the three.
Gabe, way to go. Good to see Gabe hitting that shot. We're going to need that.
That's his 31st three of the year. That's second on the team.
Oh, yeah.
Orthman comes back to Whiting. 15-11. Preston leads by 3. Whiting down the middle and gets the little soft little shooter's roll. 1 minute to play here in the first quarter. Luke ahead to Scott Dunn. Now to Harris as he pops up to receive the pass at the top of the key. He'll go to Hobson. Just inside the arc. He'll shoot and hit it.
Good job, Cooper. Great shot. That was a 2, right, Dan? Yep.
Yes, it was. 17-13. Preston up by 4. 40 seconds to play in the quarter. Whiting goes to Orthman, who pulls the ball back out. Hammonds now drops back for a minute. And with 29 seconds, it looks like Burley will probably just satisfied here for the last shot. Possibly they lose the ball inside. It goes to Hanson, and he's able to put it up and in.
It was just sitting there for the taking. We didn't see it.
So now Preston gets a shot for the chance for the last shot with 13 seconds on the clock. Hammonds, free throw line extended left. Comes back to Smaley. 6 on the clock. Back to Dunn. He takes a peek at the clock. Comes back to Hobson. He'll take a 3 at the buzzer. No good. And a whistle inside on who?
It's on Burley. I think it's on Whiting.
I think it's on the Indians, as that the Burley bench is clapping.
Oh, it is? Oh, wow.
Hammonds draws the foul, his first. That's the 4th on the team, but they only have 0.3 of a second to shoot, and the shot is going to be short by Jace Whiting, and the first quarter ends with Preston on top, 17-15. All right, here we go. We had the drawing a little bit earlier today of all the people who turned in right answers from the NASCAR trivia that we ran for the past month. Yep. And the winner's name that we drew is Jordan Simmons from Lewiston, Utah.
Oh, Simmons with the D?
Simmons with an S.
Oh, okay.
S-I-M-M-O-N-S. Simmons. He's from Lewiston, Utah.
Good deal.
Congratulations, Jordan. You've won tickets to all 5 races that weekend coming up in Las Vegas, including Sunday's Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube. You also get special parking for all 3 days and access to the Neon Garage, which gets you into where the drivers hang out, so you can get drivers' autographs all weekend as long. So Jordan Simmons of Lewiston, Utah, congratulations from FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH. Don't forget, also coming up at halftime tonight, we're going to give away another lift ticket to Beaver Mountain Ski Resorts. That's coming up at the halftime break. Another chance for someone to win coming up. So, Ron, Preston goes out of the first quarter leading by 2, 17-15.
Well, I think you've got to be really happy about that. I mean, Ty has 1 foul. Nobody really in foul trouble. We've got a 2-point lead. We've contained Whiting to the most part. I think we're in good shape right now. We just got to keep it going and not give up. We're playing really good defense. The trap, the double teaming on Whiting's working really well, although he is finding some guys, so we got to step that up.
Thought the pace of the first quarter was really good in Preston's eyes, at least anyway.
Yep.
As the Indians have the ball to start the second quarter, as it comes into Smaley, up in the front court to Ward in the right corner. Garrett will dribble it back out. They'll get it back down low to Hyde as Ty's back in. No foul before the shot. So the ball will belong to the Indians under the basket, although that should be 1-1 for Ty, as I correct myself.
They're getting right on Ty, and they're holding him right before he's getting the inlet, and the refs are seeing that, calling it.
Hunter Hansen draws the foul. That's 2 on him now as well. So here's Ty at the line. First one by Ty is no good.
Oh, he got his own board.
He got his own rebound, and they poke it away, but Ward able to get it back. Quickly back down low as Brecker Knapp into the game here for the first time. Little turnaround jumper is no good. Comes to Whiting, who pushes the ball back up into the front court for the Bobcats. Whiting makes a move. Luke cuts him off. Spin move inside. Makes another move. Little gypsy-do is in. Whiting's got 6, and we're tied at 17. Third tie here in the first half. Smaley to Knapp. Down low, and they're holding Ty. That's going to be 3 on Hansen.
Yeah, and see, the refs are wisely seeing that, and eventually they're going to run out of players that can even guard him, and they're going to have to, so that's a good thing for Preston. They're seeing that and calling it.
So now they have to bring in Sawyer Hansen, a 6'4" freshman, and he's got to give away 65 pounds to Ty as he barely fills out that jersey.
They'll have to use a whole welter of players to stop Hyde the way it's going for him.
Ty misses again as he missed both of his free throw attempts so far tonight, which is a little bit of strange because Ty came in as a 78%er.
What was that?
And a whistle down low against the Indians.
Wow.
That's going to go against Luke. Yes, it is. That's his first. Ball out of bounds underneath the basket. Orthman will bring it in. Whiting crosses. Now goes to the left corner. They can't get it there. They can't get it to anybody. Nick 5 count. Turnover. They couldn't get the ball in bounds.
Good defense by the Indians. Great job.
Giles finally broke loose and came to the left corner, but that was after the referee blew the whistle.
I think Coach Jones is just happy with throwing it into Ty and letting them get fouls.
Ty comes way out. Now get it back down low to the Luke. Bounce it to Knapp. Knapp is almost fouled going up and ends up as a block by Hansen.
Luke should have just shot that. He was wide open.
As comes forward as Whiting has it in the front court. Tries to make a move. Pulls up, shoots over Luke. No good. Long rebound. Hyde has it. Luke to get it off to Cooper Hobson over on the left side. They'll terminate the dribble. Now give it back to Smaley as Luke will set up the offense. We're tied at 17 with 6:34 to play in the first half. Drop it down low to Hyde. Tries to get a little operating room. Missed the first. It goes back up. And a foul.
That's going to be on Creighton Hansen. I think. That's number 1.
I think you're right. No, they're not.
Wow.
They're going to call it on Sawyer Hansen.
Huh. That was fortunate for Burley that they didn't call it, because I thought it was Creighton.
So it's the first on Sawyer, but it's the 9th team foul against Burley.
Oh, got to make our foul shots.
Ty's 0 for 3 from the line.
Yeah, got to make those.
So on the next top foul against Burley, Preston's going to be in the double bonus, and there's still 6 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first half.
Yep.
Ty to try to break the tie, and doesn't. He's missed 4 in a row to open the game.
Strategy's working out for him with that, but Ty will make them next time.
So Whiting back up into the front court. Comes around the screen. They double team the ball.
Oh, good job, Garrett.
And Garrett gets a hand on it. Dunn picks it up. Here comes Scotty. He's got Ty ahead of him. All the way. Bounce it to Hyde. Reach and foul and put it in.
Yes. Now that one better be on Creighton Hansen or I'll be worried.
It's actually going to go against Jared Orthman.
Are you kidding me? Oh, wow.
That'll be 2 on Orthman. And there's the 10th team foul. So Preston is now in the double bonus for the last 6:11 of the first half. Ty missed again. He's missed 5. So Whiting will put the ball to dribble back in the front court. 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Gives the ball back to Giles. Whoops. Scotty with a good defensive play, then kicks it halfway up the student section.
Yeah, that wasn't a good pass. I thought he was going to steal that. He got it with his foot.
He deflected it with his hand and got it down off his foot.
Yep.
As the inbounds pass comes back to Whiting. As he comes back across the front court, Ward pops out to guard him. Comes to Creighton Hansen. Gives it back to Sawyer Hansen. Back out top to Whiting. Nope, Sawyer's going to take one dribble and then take the shot. It's the Creighton has the rebound once, twice inside. Still can't get it to go down. There's a lid on top of their basket as it comes to Smaley. Nice save by Dunn to keep it from going into the stands.
Dangerous pass. Look out there.
So they get it back to Luke. Cole Harris will be back in. Next time the ball's dead for the Indians. Luke drives back to Dunn. 3 from the right side. Too long. As Ty is going to fight for the rebound.
They're going to get Ty on that.
They're going to call Ty or Brecker.
No, they'll call it on Ty every time.
They called it on Knapp.
Oh, did they?
It was a holding foul on Knapp trying to get position for the rebound.
Well, that's good. I thought it was on Ty.
Cole Harris comes back in here for the Indians. 19-17, Preston on top. 5:10 to play here in the second quarter. And want a timeout, 30-second timeout called by the Bobcats with the timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
With them moving the benches to the other side, they've moved the band over here right in front of where Ron and I are standing. So I know that you won't be here next year with Luke's last year here as a senior, but I know if we ever come back here again, I need to be on the other side.
Well, they used to put us It seemed like on the table or maybe up there, but it wasn't this bad.
Right. Well, I think they put us up here for give us a better shot for video.
Yeah, maybe. Yep.
So at least they're making accommodations for us, which we appreciate.
You bet.
As Giles holds but a whistle away from the ball. Foul's going to go against the Indians.
Who's the number 11?
His first personal 17 foul.
No,
they called
10.
it on Ward. They said 11. I guess he's putting up 11. Or we're just assuming. So first on Garrett, 7th on the team. And Chase Whiting's going to go to the free throw line. How effective has Whiting been this year as he makes the first free throw? He's a 72% free throw shooter. He's had 14 games where he's scored over 20 points. 5 of those, he's gone over 30. And one game earlier this year against Caldwell about a week and a half ago, he went for 41 as he misses the second free throw and Hyde has the rebound.
Well, and on his team, he's frankly their best offensive.
He's option
Preston
number
has
1.
6. So we're not going to have a kid average 30 on our team. We don't need to.
Smaley has it in the left corner, double team there, dribbles it back out, tries to get it to Harris, walks the baseline, whips it back out to Ward, who dropped it out of bounds.
Yeah.
Dangerous pass. Garrett couldn't control it.
We've got to establish the inside game to tie again and keep drawing those fouls, and we're making some really helter-skelter passes that's hurting us this half.
Halfway through quarter number 4, or quarter number 2, I should say, 4.5 to play. As it comes back to Orthman, he'll bring the ball back out top and try to set up the offense. Comes back to Hansen. Get it to Creighton Hansen. Backdoor pass to Whiting is behind him and out of bounds. It behooves the Bobcats to try to keep the score low like it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're doing it without going into the deliberate 4 corners like Jerome did last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We just got to get rolling a little bit. We got to get done hitting some threes, and Gabe's back in and get Ty and get Luke going to the basket. He needs to be a little more aggressive to attack the rim.
Down to Hyde.
See, that's the kind of stuff we can't have, just passes, throwing them anywhere. We've got to be more precise on that, Dan.
Tried to get it to the right block to Cole Harris, and it was deflected out of bounds. It's going to stay with Preston underneath their own basket. Now they're going to stay in the corner. So Luke will walk over there. 4:06 to play in the quarter. Luke will bring it in. Gets it into Dunn, looks for a 3, doesn't take it. Back out top to Harris. Lob it over to Ty, gets a man up in the air. Foul is going to go on Sawyer Hansen and score the basket for Ty, and he's going to go back to the free throw line.
Yeah, and we need to keep feeding that, Dan. We just got to feed it, because they're going to run out of fouls.
They're out now already.
Yeah. I mean players. They'll get enough guys in 3 or 4 fouls if we keep doing that.
Ty back to the free throw line. Missed that one. He's missed all 6
I've never
here in the
seen
first
him miss
half.
6 in a row, I don't think.
And then a foul on the rebound against the Indians.
On Gabe.
Foul going to go on Hammonds, his second.
Wow.
That's 8 team fouls now against the Indians here in the first half. Cooper comes back. Hammonds goes back to the bench. And going to the free throw line here is the freshman Sawyer Hansen. It's only the 4th free throw he's going to shoot all season, and he made it.
He's a freshman?
Yes, he is.
Oh, good for him.
He has now made 3 out of 4 he's attempted on the year. 3:59 to play, 21-19. Preston on top. He missed the second. Hobson has the rebound. He'll give it off to Luke, who will bring the ball back up across the timeline. Harris pops up to get it, lob it down low to Hyde, missed the layup, was fouled a couple of different times. They didn't call anything that time.
Twice.
As Whiting will make his way back up the court. He'll stop at the top of the key. Hansen pops out to set the screen. Whiting dribbles against Hyde, lost it. Harris drives on it. Whiting dives on top of him. Ball still loose, picked up by Luke. 2 on 3, but Luke's going to press it anyway. Goes to Dunn. His little shot, no good underneath. Harris fights for the rebound, but a foul underneath.
Yeah, he'll go to the foul line.
And Cole's going to go to the free throw line. Who's this foul going to be on?
You never know. It's usually not the one that's by the player.
It's on Sawyer Hansen. That's his 3rd.
He's the freshman, right?
Yes. That is now Hansen and Hunter both with 3 fouls each. And Harris missed the free throw.
Foul shots are killing us, Dan. I know we've missed 7 because Ty's missed 6 and we just missed 1 there.
I'm not sure we've made one yet, to be honest with you.
Wow. Garrett made 2.
That's right.
Garrett made 2 out of 3.
Harris.
Wow.
Needs a bounce, ain't gonna get it.
Realized we'd be up, 11 or 12 right now for foul shots.
Ball goes out of bounds, it's gonna stay with Burley.
Wow.
So there's 6,
7, 8, 9 that I know
7,
of.
8, 9.
We'd be up 11. Yep. Yeah, we try to get it back.
We've missed 9 out of 12 foul shots here in the first
crazy.
half. 3:10 to play. Preston up by a deuce, 21-19. Whiting trying to direct traffic. He'll give the ball back to Orthman. Back out top. Now it comes to Creighton Hansen. Over on the far side in front of the Preston bench to Giles as Whiting comes back up to meet the ball at the top of the key. Clayton Judd lays the screen, lay it off to Hansen for the easy little bank shot.
That was a good play by Jace right there. Drew the crowd and then dished it for the layup.
And we're tied again, even at 21. Smaley drives, kicks it back out, feed it back to Hobson. Now Cooper wants to drive, little floater from 14, needs a roll and gets it.
That's good shooter's touch, Cooper. Get back, get back.
Quickly down the floor, comes back to Orthman, throw it up and in.
We didn't get back quick enough.
Orthman now with 4 here in the first half, and we're tied again. Luke wants somebody to come to meet the ball. As Ty's going to come out, Luke goes the opposite way of the screen, goes baseline, tries to go up. It was stripped away from him. It'll stay with Preston on the baseline as Garrett Ward's going to come back in. Cole Harris will go back to the bench.
Good job. Cole had a good, he was hustling good there.
2:07 to play here in the half. Gets it in. Tried to get it to Ty, was poked away by Hansen. Nice play.
Good job, Scotty.
Good hustle by Dunn. Hobson had it, couldn't control it. Now finally comes back to Orthman again in front of the Preston bench. Orthman spins back out top to Hansen, looks for a 3, no good. Scott Dunn able to corral that. We go under 2 minutes now to play, 1:45 to play in the quarter. Lob it into Ty as he pops up to the left elbow to receive it. Back to Smaley, looks at a 3, no good. Tapped by Ty, no good. Hansen has the rebound inside. Comes outside to Orthman, back up into the front court. He'll give it to Whiting. Jace will slow it down here for a moment. Now wants to drive, goes around Ty, kicks it off in the corner. 3 from the right corner is too long. As Hobson saves it on the floor, goes to Smaley and a dumb reach-in foul in the backcourt on Jace Whiting.
That's good.
His first, and now Luke will go to the free throw line and take his shot at the wheel of free throws.
How do we not jinx him? We say he always misses them. Is that what we say? And then they make them? We just need to make them.
Yeah, it's 9 out of 12. This is the worst stretch of free throw shooting I can remember since coming to town a year and a half ago.
Wow.
And Luke misses the front end of the 2.
9 out of 13. That's the story of the first half by far.
10 out of 13.
Or 10 out of 13 we've missed, yeah.
Stays even at 23, 1:16 to play. The band in front of us trying to whoop it up. Luke makes the second.
There we go.
Luke's got 3 here in the first half, and Preston with a 1-point lead at 24-23. Comes back to Whiting in the backcourt. They'll double team the ball as soon as it comes across the line, and a reach-in foul. Is it going to go against Dunn or Hobson?
I don't know. We don't want that. You want Jace going to the line.
They're going to call it on Hobson, his first. So here's Jace Whiting back to the line. As you mentioned, already signed to play next year at Boise State. Good friends with Mason Fallslift as he makes the first. In fact, when Burley was at Preston Gym a couple of weeks ago, Mason Fallslift drove up to watch the game.
Yeah, Mason played with Luke for 5 years too. They all know each other.
Fallslift, of course, going to be playing at the University of Utah next year.
Yep.
As Whiting makes them both. So Bobcats have the lead as ball's poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Indians. 59 seconds to play. 25-24. Luke gets the ball back in. Hits it to Dunn. Hobson for a three from the right side. That's no good. And a rebound inside and a whistle. And they're going to call the foul on Preston.
Yeah,
that's going to be a push-off against Garrett Ward.
We're not going to get any of those calls down there.
So Preston's out of fouls, as that puts the Bobcats into the double bonus.
I don't see us coming out and missing, 90% of our free throws in the second half. So I think we just have to keep going into tie and do what we're doing.
Northman makes the first. Cole Harris comes back. That puts the Bobcats up by 2, 26-24. Worthman tries the second, and he makes them both. He has 6 in the first half. Bobcats up by 3 with 50 seconds to play in the half. Smaley, Dunn, back out top to Harris, swing it back to Hobson on the left side. Smaley swings all the way around, comes back over in the left corner. Comes around, down the middle, scoop shot.
Foul?
No foul there.
Jeez.
He lost the ball. Here comes Whiting, 2 on 3. Pulls up, now goes around, Dunn, challenges high, rolls around like a motorcycle in a motordrome and stays in. Whiting's got 11, and it's a 5-point lead with 17 seconds to play here in the half. Preston will work for the last shot as Luke waves the screen off from Hyde. With 6, he comes around the screen. Give it back to Ty. Poked away, taken away. As they try to get it ahead to Whiting, Hobson takes it away back, shoots from midcourt, no good. As Preston, for the first time in a long time, is trailing as we go to the halftime break. It's Burley 29, Preston 24. As we go to halftime, stay tuned. We're going to give away a ski pass to Beaver Mountain coming up, plus the Ralph Construction halftime report coming up as well. Right after this timeout.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
This year, plan something fun and unique for Valentine's Day. Come to Beaver Mountain for dinner and public night ski on February 13th from 5 to 9 p.m. Enjoy a buffet dinner of roasted sirloin, potatoes, salad bar, and dessert from 5 to 8 p.m. by Off-Premise Catering. Pre-purchase tickets at the Beaver Mountain Logan office or online. $50 a couple or $60 at the door. Single and child pricing available. Go to skithebeef.com for tickets and information or call 753-0921. Come on up and ski the beef.
Are you looking for a different kind of spot for lunch, dinner, or to do catering for your next event? Then try the Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins right here in Preston. At Island Bowl Grill, they have the best Hawaiian fare in the area. The combination of teriyaki and Korean influences can only be described in one way: mouth-watering. Offering 3 different catering options, Island Bowl Grill can host your next party in-house at Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. You can pick up for takeout, or they can come right to your house and prepare the food on site for your next party. What could be easier? Go to poppinpins.com for more information on Island Bowl Grill, or call 208-425-6128. Poppin' Pins Bowling Center, 411 South US Highway 91 in Preston.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-0810.
The halftime report is brought to you by Ralph's Construction. More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsize, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
KACH.
Welcome back. We're at halftime. This is the Ralph Construction halftime report as the Preston Indians trailing here at halftime tonight, 29-24 against the Burley Bobcats. Let's give away a ski pass to Beaver Mountain. If you'd like to go skiing at Beaver Mountain on us, be the first caller right now at 208-852-1340. That's 208-852-1340. We'll take caller number 1. You'll win a ski pass to head out and ski Beaver Mountain on us. Good luck. Well, back here at halftime, and the way things went here for the Preston Indians in the first half, boy, it was not pretty from the free throw line as they made only 3 of 13 foul shots in the first half. And that really is the difference in the game as they trail by 5 here at the break. Burley was 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Neither team shot particularly well from the outside. Preston so far tonight has not made, they made 1 3-pointer. That was by Gabe Hammonds, who scored his 31st three-pointer of the year. And those were his only 3 points that he had so far on the night. So for Preston, they trail by 5. And certainly it makes for a more difficult time to try to get back into the game. They'll have to shoot much better from the foul line, as they have a number of Burley Bobcats in foul trouble. There are 3 different players who have at least 3 fouls here for Burley, as both teams ran out of fouls in the first half. As Ron Smaley rejoins us here at the halftime, 3 of 13 from the foul line, compared to 6 of 9 for Burley. That's a big difference.
That is the difference in the first half. And we went inside to tie and drew a lot of fouls, and we just didn't capitalize on our opportunity. I look for us to shoot a lot better in the second half from the foul line.
I would hope so. As we mentioned, they have 3 players that have at least have to have 3 fouls, and 2 others that have 2. So certainly they have some serious foul troubles in the first half.
Yep.
Preston was able to spread theirs out for a little, even though they had 10 team fouls in the first half as well.
Yeah.
So 29-24, we'll come back, take a look at the scoring in the first half. We'll do that as we continue right after this on that Ralph's Construction halftime report.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
We're not your ordinary grocery store at Stokes Market and True Value in Preston. We see every customer as a friend and a neighbor. Stokes Market and True Value offers a clean, bright, and modern store with the freshest meats, produce, and bakery. In many ways, we're still old-fashioned. We still bake from scratch, and our bakery items are made in store. You'll never see meat with an ingredient list because our meats are all natural and cut in store. Stop in today. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-0810.
KACH.
Well, welcome back here at halftime. As you get a French horn in your screen.
Yeah.
With Preston trailing by 5. Let's take a look at the scoring in the first half. First for the Burley Bobcats, Creighton Hansen had 6 in the first half. Jared Orthman also was 6. McCray Mort had 2. Jace Whiting finished the first half with 11. Sawyer Hansen had 1. Steve Ramirez, who had 2 early fouls and spent the rest of the first half on the bench, finished the first half with 4. We mentioned foul troubles for them. Orthman has 2. Hunter Hansen has 3. McCray Mort with 2. Sawyer Hansen has 3. And Steve Ramirez has 2.
Yep.
And they made 6 of 9 free throws in the first half. For the Preston Indians, Ty Hyde finished the first half with 11, but was 0 of 7 from the free throw line.
Wow.
Cooper Hobson had 4. Luke Smaley had 3. Cole Harris had 2. Garrett Ward had 2. Gabe Hammonds had 3 with the only 3-point basket of the first half for the Indians. And no one else scored. And again, Preston, was 3 of 13 from the foul line in the first half. Something's got to get better.
It will. I mean, we'll come out and play a little better. I mean, we're going to have to if we want to stay with this. And again, I think our game plan will stay the same. I think we'll still try to work it into Ty, and knowing what they have foul trouble. And eventually, Dan, Ty is going to make some foul shots. And also, they will run out of guys that can even remotely guard him. And if they double team him, Ty's good at finding the open guy.
Yes, they are. We'll take a break. Second half coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we'll start the second half. Ball belongs to the Bobcats to start the third quarter. As Preston will now go from right to left across your radio dial here in the second half. As immediately is taken away by Cole Harris. So he got away from Whiting, lay it up and in.
Good job, Cole. Great job.
Good job by the officials not to call a foul there either.
I'm actually surprised they didn't. Yeah, that was kind of surprising.
Whiting gives it off to Orthman. Looks for someone to give it to. Now he'll put the ball to the dribble. McCray Mort back on the floor. Mort got a couple of early fouls in the first half, and he didn't see the floor either again. And that's going to be a foul on Ward.
Wow.
That's 3 on Garrett.
Wow.
First team foul on the Indians here in the third quarter. And Garrett Ward's going to come off and smack Cooper Hobson's hand so hard, Cooper was shaking the bees out of it.
He wanted to stay in the game.
He was upset that he got another foul.
Yep.
As Whiting has it. Back out top as it comes back to Hansen. Swing it back over to Orthman. Now back out top to Mort. Too far out to shoot, so he'll put the ball to the dribble. He'll hand it to Whiting, who now comes to meet the ball. Whiting comes around a couple of screens, gets away from Hyde. The little floater toward the basket is no good. Harris has the rebound. As Harris got caught up in the air, he lost it. Give it back to Mort, down low, back to Whiting, and he's fouled.
Too much of those bad outlet passes, and then Luke gets caught in the air there for his second foul. Yep.
Yep, the foul will go on Luke. That's 2 fouls quickly on the Indians in 1 minute and 4 seconds. That's going to send Whiting back to the free throw line. As Jace missed the first.
Maybe it's that end. Maybe they won't shoot good down there. Something with the lighting or something.
Well, maybe
it's kind of dark in here.
Turn the air conditioner off. Maybe that's the problem.
I don't know.
Whiting back to the free throw line again. His second is
Wow.
too long. He missed them both.
Yeah,
You're right.
maybe
It could be that end.
Definitely something going on down there.
You need to get an exorcist in here for that rim. As Smaley has the ball back up in the front court. Hobson right in the corner, whips it back out top to Harris. Cole looks inside, can't get it to Ty. Ramirez fronting him. Hobson will cut through. Smaley out top, comes back to Dunn. Scotty looks at a 3. That's no good. In fact, it's an air ball as it comes back to Hyde on the block.
Take him.
Ty spins inside, can't get position to get a shot. He'll kick it back outside to Hobson. Cooper, little floater in the lane, needs a roll. Yes.
And a boy, Cooper. Good shot.
Cooper's got 6, and Preston's back to within 1 as they score the first 4 points of the half. 29-28. Back out top to Hansen, swing it back to Mort. Look inside, nobody there. Now they get it inside to Creighton Hansen at the baseline. He'll bring it back out top to Whiting again. Whiting wants to drive, tries to go around high, flips it up at the basket again, misses that one too. Harris has that rebound as he'll get it out to Hobson out near the timeline. Luke comes over to meet the ball. As now we'll get it back into the front court finally as Hobson had to come back to meet the ball again. As it comes back to Smaley, now back to Cooper. Free throw line extended left to Ty. Get it inside to Smaley.
Go up.
Double teamed. Then McCray reaches in, knocks it away, and they said it was foul off Luke and out of bounds.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
29-28, Burley on top. 2.5 gone here in the third quarter. Up into the front court, Mort doesn't take the shot, gets it back. Now he'll take the 3 from the corner, in and out, back in, back out.
Kick, that's a kick.
Again,
it's a kick.
It's an inadvertent kick.
Yeah, they call it inadvertent, didn't they?
As it goes back to Whiting, he drives around high, kick it back in the corner. Orthman for 3, no. And a foul.
They'll get us somewhere. They'll get Ty. They'll call it on.
Nope, it's going to go on Hobson.
Hobson, yeah. Yeah, boy, I'm telling you, they're nitpicking everything on us this half so far.
They called the foul on Orthman on the shot,
yep.
So he's going to shoot 3 free throws here.
Oh, it was a 3?
Yes, it was. So Orthman's going to go back to the free throw line, and he'll shoot Trey. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Values. He misses the first.
Wow.
Stokes Market True Value is the big city market with small town friendliness. Stokes Market True Value. It's on State Street here in Preston. Here's the second. That one's good.
There. It can happen on that end, I guess.
Well, we made 3 down there.
Yeah,
They've made 1.
Well, hopefully they'll only make 3 this half there too.
Extends the lead out. It's now 30-28. And the third one is good. So he makes 2 out of the 3. He has 8 in the game. And still only a 1-possession game as Burley goes up by 3. Well, why didn't they call that a reach?
They're just not giving us those.
As tried to get it to high, it's taken away by Whiting. Whiting down the middle as the ball's touched by Hobson as the rebound back to Creighton Hansen, and he puts it in. Timeout called by the Indians. 33-28, lead back out to 5 again with 4:48 to play in the quarter. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Ball belongs to the Indians in the backcourt. As Mort showed pressure. Now he'll back out as Luke Smaley gets it across the timeline. In the corner to Dunn. Back outside to Hobson. Looks at a three. Cooper's three is an air ball. Saved by Whiting as he saves it on the floor to Orthman.
How many? Have we hit a three?
One.
Yeah, just one. Yep.
Whiting tries to come around the screen. Now he'll pull up. Three-pointer from almost straight away is no good. See, they're not making anything down there either.
No.
Smaley tries to long cross-court pass. That's a dangerous pass, intercepted by Orthman. Brings it back up, dribbles behind his back, waits for Ramirez to come back down and post up at the left elbow, as now he'll pull the ball rest of the way out, and they'll set up the offense. Terminates the dribble, gives it to Mort on the angle left. He'll hand it back to Orthman now as they go under 4 minutes to play in the quarter. 33-28, 5-point lead again, same as we were at the halftime break. Hansen comes up to greet the ball, back to Ramirez. Ramirez holds.
Crowd wants him to shoot.
They're just standing around, give it back to Whiting, intercepted by Dunn.
Yep. Crowd was egging him on.
Because everybody just standing.
Yeah.
Smaley back up in the front court. Goes to Hyde. Ty just off the right elbow. We'll give it back to Cooper. Wants to drive. He does, and he's fouled on the drive.
Yeah, finally a foul called on Burley this half.
That's going to be on Orthman. That gives him three. That gives them three different people now with three fouls.
Yeah, exactly.
Gabe Hammonds comes back in, as does Bridger Giles. Orthman and Smaley leave. Gabe will bring it in from the baseline in the front court. They'll lob it in as Harris comes out to meet the ball. Over to Hobson. Cooper pops a three. That's no good. Hammonds hustles for the long rebound. Saves it on the floor. Back to Ty. Lay it in.
That's a great hustle by Gabe Hammonds. Great job.
That's the kind of play that will inspire the team and pick them back up.
Exactly.
Back to a three-point game. 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Giles with Dunn out there on him. Trying to look for Whiting as Dunn gets a hand on the ball, but it makes it to Mort. He gives it off to Giles. He'll drive. 12-foot runner. No. Hobson had the rebound, tapped it to Hyde. Now back to Cooper. Comes up in the front court under the full run. Defenders are back.
Yep.
Harris will set it up in the corner. Looked inside where they're double teaming Ty. Hobson now back to Harris. He'll look at a three. Needs a bounce, won't get it. And a foul on Hammonds.
He'll call it on Gabe.
Yes, he did.
He's called it every time on him. Yep, that'll be three on Gabe, but Jones, maybe he'll pick him out. Yep.
Fourth team foul of the half against the Indians. If you're standing behind somebody and you try for a rebound, they're automatically going to call it
and over the top. It was the ref clear over here that called it. The one 5 feet away didn't call it.
Again, if you even look like you're going to try for a rebound and you're boxed out, forget it. You're going to get called for a foul.
Yeah.
Three-pointer from the right corner is no good.
Wow.
See, I don't know why that's not a foul.
That's over the back.
If the exit pass is deflected, saved on the floor, but it goes to Hammonds. 3 on to Dunn. To Ty down low, lay it in, a foul again.
Attaboy, Ty. Good hustle by Cooper and great job by Ty to finish that. Now we got to make a foul shot.
Ty's going to go to the free throw line, try to complete the three-point play where he's 0 for 6 on the night. 2:09 to play. Preston down by a point. Right in front of the band, making noise. Short. He's 0 for 7. However, the rebound comes back to the Indians. Smaley back in the game, has it out near the timeline. 2 minutes to play in the quarter. 33-32.
Whoa!
Hobson gets shoved without a foul.
Goodness.
As Hunter Hansen gave him a pretty good 2 hands right in the ribs. As Hyde, they're going to foul on Ty, a hook.
Damn that. Can we just say it? It's obvious, isn't it? It's obvious.
That's 2 on Ty, 5 on the team. As
Ty just dribbled around the guy. That was.
If he got around him that easy, it had to be illegal, right? As Whiting drops the ball in the backcourt, able to go back and get it.
Well,
they'll pick up the ball in midcourt. Does Preston as Whiting dribbles through the double team.
Indians will just have to fight through it, man, and we got to just outscore them.
1:35 to play in the quarter. Burley still up by 2, driving. Whiting throws it up toward the basket, no good.
Get it down.
Get it out to ahead of the pack to Dunn. Scotty lay it up and in. Preston has the lead again.
Good. Now let's keep it going.
And timeout called by Burley. Just the second lead change of the game. Preston up 34-33. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
If it's time to sell your home, retail property, or land, make sure to hire the realtor that has your best interest in mind. This is Mike Hansen, broker at Cornerstone Real Estate. As a licensed real estate broker in Idaho and Utah, I have over 20 years of experience helping folks successfully sell property. I would like the opportunity to help you list and sell for the best price as quickly as possible. Call me today to schedule an appointment. Let's work together to make the sale of your property as simple and successful as possible. Mike Hansen, 801-510-1121.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Preston outscored them by 6 in the quarter. They lead 34-33 with 1:20 left to play here in quarter number 3. Tonight's game brought to you by West Motors with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks that are all available right here in the city of Preston. Tonight's game also brought to you by Ralph Construction. They're building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community here in Preston. You can call for more information at 435-232-1837. 435-232-1837.
Dan, I'd like to see Luke penetrate a little bit more and kind of break into that defense and then maybe feed it to Ty for something. We're relying too much on that first pass. I'd like to see maybe Luke or somebody break that down a little bit.
We had a winner for the lift ticket to go to Beaver Mountain. It's Kyle Christensen from out in Weston.
Oh, good old Kyle.
So congratulations, Kyle. Enjoy a day on the slopes on us. Remember, for more information, check the website at skithebeeve.com. Whiting gives it back to Mort. 1:03 to play in the quarter.
Oh, he traveled.
Mort almost lost it. Tries to put it to the floor. He'll flip it backwards. It goes back to Hansen. Drives. Then flies on high. Fly swats it out of bounds.
Yeah, good block by Ty. Good job.
56 seconds to play in the quarter. Bobcats ball, baseline, front court. Get it in to Hunter Hansen. Dribbles. Makes a couple of moves on Ty. Little backdoor pass back to Hansen. Wasn't looking for it as he gets it around Ty wildly. Ty's fouled underneath.
Do they call it on Ty or them?
No, it's going to be on them.
Okay.
As Ty took a pretty good whack across the forehead trying to get the foul.
Third Bobcat team foul. Stephen Ramirez returns for the Bobcats.
They call that on Hunter Hansen.
They did. That's his 5th. He's out.
I only had him with
freshman.
I only had him with 3, but they say it's 5. That's fine. I understand. It's down low. It comes to Hyde. Ty puts it up and in, and he's fouled again.
There we go. That's the thing. That's 4 on Ramirez now. You just got to keep doing that. Keep doing that. Oh, they gave it to someone.
They gave it to Creighton Hansen.
Of course, because it would have been Ramirez's 4th.
Yeah, that's his first.
Yep.
And now Ty's going to try to go back to the line and try to break the schneid here. In and out. Ty's missed 8 tonight.
Yep.
30 seconds to play. Preston by 3 here in the quarter. Mort has it. Out top. Whiting cuts back to meet the ball. Smaley poked it away, but he hit it to Ramirez. And then Smaley runs into Whiting. That's going to be his 3rd.
Yeah, that's actually huge. That's his 3rd foul. He's going to have to come out.
That's going to get Garrett Ward back in. Garrett hasn't seen the court since about 30 seconds into the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
19 seconds to play. Mort will bring it in as he gets it into Whiting. Clock runs 17. Now 16 to play in the quarter. He'll back the ball back out. Dunn is on him with 10-9. Clock continues to run. Still dribbling out past the 3-point line. Now he trips over Ward and a foul on Ward.
Someone to call it on. I promise they'll find someone to call it on.
Yeah, they call it on Garrett. That's 4 on Garrett.
He tripped is what happened.
He tried to put himself in danger and jump between the double team, and he hit Garrett's ankle with his foot, and then a technical foul called.
Dan, sometimes there's just nothing to say. They called the technical undone.
The technical foul is a personal foul, so it's Scott's second. And now 8 team fouls against Preston here all in the third quarter. Whiting will go to the free throw line to shoot, as the first one is good. He's going to be there a while.
Yep.
He's going to shoot 4, I believe. Two for the technical, and the 1-and-1 on the foul that was committed on him. That one's no good.
But they'll bring the guys in now for the 1-and-1, right? So if he misses it.
No, because they get the ball back. Because of the technical. So he's going to stand.
But this is 1-and-1, though. He has to make the first one of this.
Correct.
Now the ref's going to try to do something different.
Now they're going to talk and make sure that the players need to stay off the line, which they do, because they're going to get the ball back. As Jones is asking the same question, I believe. So now they said the 1-and-1 were the first shots.
They did the 1-and-1 first.
So now he's going to shoot the technicals.
Okay, that's how they do it then.
Whiting to try another. Good. He's made 4 out of 6 so far tonight and can tie the game here with 4.3 left in quarter number 3. Whiting's next one is good. He makes 3 out of 4.
And they get the ball.
And they get the ball. Tied at 36. Hinckley comes in. Carson Hinckley, the 6'2 senior, with 4.3 seconds left. Time to get a good shot as they get it into Hansen. Hansen, good hands there by Hobson to poke it away.
Burley. Yeah.
No, they're going to give it back to Burley.
No, it went off. It went off Burley.
No,
did they give it to him?
Yes, they did. The outside official gave it to him. Said it was off of Hobson.
Cooper hit it and it went right off the other guy's hand. I could see it from here plain as day.
1.5 left. Comes in. Whiting, turnaround jumper, no good. So Preston outscores them by 5 in the quarter, but will go to the fourth tied. Even at 36, the fourth quarter tonight brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. We'll go there right after this.
KACH, mylocal.radio.com.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
The fourth quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH.
Fourth quarter brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. As we go there, tied at 36. Preston outscored them 12-7 in the quarter to get even.
Yeah, Burley's done a good job to control our transition game. I mean, like you say, it's a low-scoring game. It favors Burley, and we haven't been able to get a lot of buckets in transition, and we haven't made our threes.
No.
Which has made a big difference.
And we haven't made free throws either.
Yeah, free throws, yeah.
I'm not sure we made a free throw in that quarter.
Yep.
As Smaley wants to penetrate, can't. Goes back to Hammonds. Hammonds off the glass and in. That's a great play.
Yeah, it's a good move. And that's what we need to do, Dan. We got to be aggressive to the basket. Get them in more foul trouble and be aggressive.
Hammonds has 5. As Hansen, I don't know what it is, boy, but they've been slipping like crazy tonight.
Yeah.
Hansen gets it back, backdoor feed to Whiting, runs into Ty, no foul there, tries to save it on the court. Ahead it comes to Hammonds. Gabe is it one-on-one, left-hand layup, good.
Good job, Gabe. Great job.
4 quick points for the Indians. They go up 40-36.
It's a carry.
Orthman gets it to Creighton Hansen, swing it back over on the far side to Giles. Back down low to Hansen.
Get it.
Poked away and controlled by Hyde. Ty gets it ahead, gets it to Hobson up in the front court. Defenders are back. Cooper's going to take it all the way to the rim anyway. The Hammonds tries to go up and he's fouled.
That'll be 4 on Ramirez. Wow. Let's go, Gabe.
They called it the 3rd on Ramirez.
I thought he had 3 before.
They had 2 in the first half, then didn't play the rest of the half. As the first shot by Hammonds is good.
Gabe, come in, give us 5 quick points. Let's hope he stays out of foul trouble the rest.
That's the first made free throw in the second half and only the 4th of the game for the Indians. 41-36. Gabe makes them both.
Good job.
He has 9. 42-36. 6 quick points by Hammonds. And 6 points, I believe, is almost the biggest lead of the night here for the Indians as Whiting waits for Smaley to go fly by and hits the basket. Whiting has 16 in the game. Luke quickly up into the front court. Hammonds had a squirt right between his hands and out of bounds.
I think he was thinking shoot before catch.
Absolutely. Preston up by 4. 6:28 to play. Whiting back up into the front court. Penetrates. Scoop shot around Hyde. Blocked by Hyde and out of bounds.
Ty's like, seriously?
Get that mess out of here, boy.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Orthman will bring it in from under the basket. Bring it in
way
in the backcourt. Cooper almost had it, but it made its way to McCray Mort anyway. Back to Ramirez in the left corner. Whiting comes back to meet the ball. Dribble drive, penetrates, kicks it back out. 3-pointer by Orthman is too long. As Harris just standing there, the ball came right to him. Gives it to Smaley. Luke back up into the front court with Mort right on him. Hobson in the corner, lob it down low to Hyde.
Oh, yeah.
And a punch from behind from Hansen.
All right, Ty, put him in. Time to start making them, Ty. I thought that's
2.
Oh, that's only, I was looking at,
That's just now 6.
Okay, the next one then.
So
okay.
next foul on them will be free throws for the Indians. Harris, 15-foot jumper straight away. It's a free throw, and he hits it.
He's like, I'll take that. Good shot, Harris.
Back up by 6 now again, 44-38. Whiting comes around. That's a pretty good acting job there.
They're trying to draw Luke's 4th. It's obvious.
They bring it back out top.
Yep.
Orthman. Sorry, the Oscars were last Sunday.
Yeah.
Hansen kicks it back out top to Orthman again. Wants to drive down the middle, flip it up at the basket. That's out. That's off the stanchion, and go ball come back over to Preston.
Oh, that ref's going to try to look at that somehow.
Now, if they're going to say that Preston deflected that,
that's what
they sure did.
Yep, that's what he'll say. Did we deflect it?
No. I could have seen it possibly as a foul, but not a deflection. But they're going to give it back to Burley at every opportunity.
Well, for sure.
As they lob the ball in, it comes to Whiting. Whiting dribbling against Smaley. Drives. Lays it off. Ramirez put it in. Ramirez has got 6. 44-40 as Smaley has it. Dribbles through a crowd. Goes around Mort. Poked away from behind. Luke gets it back. Fights. Goes back to the rim and puts it in.
Wow.
3-pointer is good by Whiting. Cuts the lead in half. 46-43. Timeout called by Burley. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it as well. We'll be right back. Preston leads by 3.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH. KACH.
(46-43). Preston leads by 3. 4:42 to play. After they get the ball back on what was called a deflection off of Preston after it hit off the basket stanchion as Chase Whiting hit a three-pointer. So a timeout on the floor. Preston has the ball after the timeout.
There you go. Get in, Ty.
Harris looks inside to Ty. Ramirez all over him. They lob it inside to Ty and a foul. If that's on Ramirez, that'll be 4.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be on him. All right, Ty. Time to make them.
So here's Ty back to the free throw line, where he's 0 for 8 tonight. I can't watch. Good.
Nice, Ty. Good job, buddy.
Ty's got 17. He's led the team in scoring in each of the last 6 games. And he's high man on the team so far here tonight, here in the 4th. He makes them both.
Good job, Ty. Way to go. All right, good D now.
Back up by 5. Preston goes again. 48-43. 4:20 to play. Whiting up into the front court. Preston trying to preserve the 14-game winning streak and go to 19-1 on the year. Whiting in a crowd puts it up over Hyde. It was blocked. Hanson pulls it out of midair and puts it in.
That's tough to give it those second chance points like that, Dan.
4 minutes to play. Midway point of the quarter. Surprised they didn't call that a foul.
Me
Luke
too.
to Hyde. Luke Ty all the way. Lay it in.
Good job. Well, that kid's been riding Luke the whole time, though. That's why they're not calling it.
Ty's got 20 tonight. And the lead back out to 5 again. Orthman wants to penetrate. He'll pull up. Right elbow jumper. That's no good. Tapped by Hanson. No. As they go off of Hyde. Saved by Hobson.
Okay, now
as
listen.
it comes back to Smaley.
Yeah, we're up 5 now, right?
Yep.
It's time to just lay up only and just use some clock here.
Luke up into the front court. 3:20 to play. Comes around the screen by Hyde. Back to Ty. Fakes it. Drives on Ramirez, can't get a shot. Over to Hobson. Cooper's 3. No, foul.
Though.
Cooper's going to shoot 3 free throws.
That's good. That is good.
Fouls on Orthman, his 4th.
Now we got to be smart in our shot selection. We don't need to. We need to take good shots right now. We don't need to give them a chance. Hopefully Cooper can knock these 3 down.
Cooper Hobson has not shot a free throw so far tonight. In fact, this year he's only tried 7 since coming back from the knee injury, and the first one's good.
That boy, Coop. Good job.
Tonight's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. In a time of need, you need professionals with true compassion. That's what you'll find at Webb Funeral Home. They're just off Highway 91 at the south end of City of Preston. The second one's no good.
I might need Webb Funeral Home tonight if my heart rate keeps racing.
51-45, 3:11 left. Cooper makes the second. He makes 2 out of 3.
Good job, Coop.
He has 9 and a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 3:11 left, and Preston up by 7 points.
Biggest lead of the game?
Yep, could just about.
I would think so. So, it's been, no secret, Gabe Hammonds came in the 3rd quarter and gave us a huge little boost, those 5 or 6 points he scored. And you know what, Dan? Do you remember that hustle play on the ball that was going out of bounds?
Yes.
And you said that's kind of the thing that can get us going? It did, because right after that, Hyde came down and made a good play, and Hammonds ran off about 5 or 6 points, and that got us right back.
That was part of the 6-point run that Gabe put up at the start of the half.
Yeah, that was huge. That's what great teams have, guys like that can come off the bench and give you a lift. And so, great job by Gabe. And, at this point, Dan, Preston just needs to be smart, control the ball.
Yep.
And unfortunately, tonight, we have to make our foul shots at this point on.
Well, so far they have. Those are big.
If we can get back to our normal percentage, it'll be good tonight.
Ty made the last 2.
Yep.
Hobson made 2 out of 3.
Yeah, that's good. 4 out of 5.
And Gabe Hammonds made 2 so far in this half as well.
Yep.
So here we go, 3:05. Preston leads by 7, 52-45. Creighton Hansen hands it to Whiting, back to Hansen. He'll pull up and pop a three. No good. Goes in, gets his own rebound, put back, no. Hobson tapped it out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Preston.
Yep. Got to box out. We got guys standing around. We got to find a body. Now they're going to full court.
Full court press. Luke calling for people to come back and help the ball. Scott Dunn does. They give it to Hobson. Look out, bad pass. Luke saves it on the floor. Nope, he tried to save it but couldn't get it onto the court.
Come on, guys. We don't want to panic. We got plenty of time to get it across.
Just that nonchalant one-handed pass.
Can't do that. Nope. And you just can't give them any more possessions.
As they get the ball in, it comes to Orton in the backcourt. Try to get it to Whiting. They do, right in front of the Burley bench.
Don't foul. Don't foul.
It comes around. Little floater, 15-footer, no good. Tie up high, taps it, able to control it. Go give it to Smaley.
Not in a hurry, guys, unless you get a layup.
Back up into the front court. Lay it off to Dunn. Dunn hammered from behind, no foul. Now the outside guy finally called it.
Oh, I thought he was going to call it on Ty.
No, the outside guy called the foul on the original shot on Dunn.
It's been the trend tonight, Dan. The guy right in front of it doesn't call it, but the guy from the back does. All right, Scotty, let's put him in, bud.
Fouls on Creighton Hansen, his third. Now here's Scott Dunn at the line to shoot two. That's 9 team fouls now on the Bobcats, 8 on Preston. First one by Dunn is no good.
All right, Scotty, got to have this one.
Dunn second. That one is good.
Good job, Scott.
With all the seagulls chirping in front of us here in the band.
Yep.
Preston back up by 6, 53-45. Whiting pulls up, 3 over Luke. Good. That's 22 tonight for Chase.
Careful.
Hits his second three. Harris, go up, lay up, put it in.
Good job.
Nobody covered Harris.
Yep.
Lead back out to 7 now, 55-48. We're under 2 minutes to play. He traveled.
They
like kick it
crazy.
In the corner, three-pointer by Hansen, no good. Hyde has the rebound.
Just don't pass it. Just control the ball. There we go.
Up into the front court, Smaley.
Yep. We do not need to shoot, right, Dan?
No.
Nope.
We can run out of minute 40 if we
Take
our
want. Time. Layups only.
Hyde back to Dunn. Ramirez kind of cuts him off. Scotty turns and turnaround jumper, needs a roll, won't get it. Comes back to Hansen, who dribbles it up into the front court in a hurry. Wants to spin on Hobson. Dips, can't get a shot. He threw it away. Threw it right to Luke. Here comes Luke all the way. Reach in, foul by Whiting before the shot.
Yep.
And Luke will shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah, at this point of the game, it's only good shots. It's nothing forced, nothing, really just uncontested layups is all we need right now.
Preston up by 7. Luke can extend it here. And he does.
Good shot.
Luke's made 2 out of 3 from the line tonight. Has 6 in the game. Preston came into the game tonight as an 82% free throw shooting team. That's gonna go down like the stock market. Second one's no good by Luke and tied up, and they're gonna call a foul inside on Harris.
And it's on Hobson, and that's what we don't need because they can score with the clock stopped, Dan. It's the last thing we want.
Yes, it is. It's on Cooper, his third. Creighton Hansen's going to go to the line, the other end. McCray Mort leaves. Richard Giles returns. And here's Creighton Hansen at the line tonight, who has shot 1 free throw that he made earlier in the game. He gets 1 and 1 here. First one, good.
Well, got to take care of the ball, Preston does, and make our foul shots.
Hansen's got 11, lead down to 7, 56-49, 1:14 to play. He made them both, although the second one was a bit interesting. Full court pressure, comes into Hyde, gives it to Dunn. Scotty quickly up the middle, threw it behind Harris and out of bounds. You don't need a quick, wild, fast break. Timeout called by the Indians. 1:08 to play. Preston leads by 6. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
KACH.
You can't inbounds the ball to Luke in the corner.
Right.
That was the stupid thing. You got to get it to him in the middle so he can drive both ways.
Preston leads by 6. It's a 2-possession game with 1:08 to play.
Preston giving Burley a couple of chances with some missed foul shots, with some untimely shots, and with some bad passing in the pressure. We just need to kind of calm down.
It's ingrained in their head. Push, and take it to the hoop at every opportunity.
But you don't
the one
have
time
to.
they didn't need to, with Dunn and Harris coming up the floor 2-on-3, Scotty should just held the ball and pulled it back.
Right, that's all you have to do there.
So here we go. Whiting will drive across the top of the key. Back to Hansen. Doesn't take the three. Drives, lays it off down low.
Yes,
and it's taken away by the Indians. Good hands by Harris.
Be smart with the ball. Good.
They get it back to Cole. Up toward the timeline. He'll give it to Hobson. Now back up in the front court.
There you go.
And they have to foul.
Good job.
That goes on Sawyer Hansen. That'll be his 4th.
Yep. Make a couple foul shots here, and we're in good shape. That was a big defensive stand right there.
Cooper, all he has to do is make one of these, and he makes it a 3-possession game. With Preston up by 6. First one's good.
Good. Well, with threes, it's a.
You can hit 2 threes and still be a point short. With 48 seconds left. Cooper makes them both. Coop's got 11.
Jace to launch one right here. He'll pull up.
Whiting up into the front court. He wants to drive. Dips his shoulder. Tries to go around Hyde. Foul's going to be on the floor.
On Dunn.
They call it on 2 or 1. That's on 1. It's on Cooper.
It's on Cooper. Okay.
That's his 4th. That's 10 team fouls now on Preston, so Jace Whiting is going to be in the double bonus and shoot 2 here.
Did Hammonds foul out?
No.
I would get him back in. He's foul shooter.
Whiting makes the first. Steven Ramirez comes back. He'll replace Sawyer Hansen. If Whiting makes this, he'll make it a 2-possession game again with 41 seconds left. And the free throw is no good. It stays a 3-possession game as the rebound comes to Hyde.
Careful.
Quickly up the court to Dunn.
There you go, Dunn. Good.
Scott will just hang on to it, let the clock run.
Good.
And now they'll get it back to Smaley at the timeline. Now to Hyde.
Move out.
Ty is fouled from behind. That's going to go on Hansen and be his 4th.
Oh.
Ty hit his last 2 free throws.
He's on a roll now.
Make some more.
Big guy's on a roll.
In the double bonus, Ty will get 2. As he'll try to extend the lead again. First one is good. Ty now with 21 in the game. Carson Hinckley comes back in as Jarrett Orthman will go to the bench. It's an 8-point lead now for Preston. If he makes this one, now it's a 3-possession game with 28 seconds left.
Yep.
Rolls around and rolls in.
Good job.
Ty's got 22, 60-51. Whiting up into the front court. Clock runs with 24. His long 3 is no good. Rebound up high to Harris, and they foul Cole from behind, so that's free throws again.
This is a good game in preparation for state, assuming we go to state. This is a state-like game where
nothing goes your way.
It's just fouls are ticky-tack, and you're struggling to win, and it's just good game for Preston.
Fouls on Creighton Hansen, that's his 5th, so he's gone. First one by Hansen is no good. Cole missed the first. Brecker Knapp, Braden Hess, and Gabe Hammonds all back into the game as Tyler Jones gets some of the big names off the floor with 21 seconds to play and a 9-point lead. Hansen missed them both. Here comes Hinckley up into the front court, a little behind the back dribble. Gives it back to Ramirez. He'll give it back to Whiting. Doesn't take the three. Wants to drive instead. Gets the layup. Another 2 for Chase. He's got 24 in the game. And that's the way the game's going to end, as Luke's just going to hold on to it. As 60-53 is the final here tonight. So Preston struggled. They missed a lot of free throws. They missed a lot of outside shots. But when they needed it in the fourth quarter, they were able to knuckle down and come away with a victory here tonight as they win their 15th in a row and run their record to 19-1 with one regular season game left. That's coming up Friday night at Pocatello. Post-game show's coming up. We'll go over the stats. Hope to talk to Coach Jones for a couple of minutes as Preston wins it tonight 60-53.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all available right here in Preston. Franklin County Medical Center with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, the big city market with small town friendliness. By Ralph's Construction, building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community in Preston. By Webb Funeral Home, just off Highway 91 at the south end of Preston. By Hawaiian Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. Come try the best Hawaiian food right here in Preston. By Naylor Insurance, for life, home, and auto insurance from Mutual of Enumclaw on State Street in Preston. By Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. By Idaho Salvage, where you can turn your scrap metals into cash. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest on State Street in downtown Preston. By Valley Implement. By S&T Electric. And by MyLocalRadio.com. Now, stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
When it comes to major surgery, think small. Small town, that is. At Franklin County Medical Center, the surgical capabilities are anything but small. Partnered with the top surgeons and specialists in the region to provide advanced care to those living in southeastern Idaho. Whether it's cataract surgery, women's surgery, gallbladder removal, trauma, even a full hip or knee replacement, they have you covered. And now, they're among the few hospitals in southeastern Idaho able to remove kidney stones. See just how big the surgical capabilities really are. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
WestMotorCompany.com. Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at MyLocalRadio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard.
Welcome back here to Burley. Preston prevails tonight 60-53, a 7-point win that was hard fought the whole way, but they finally were able to outscore Burley 24-17 in the fourth quarter, and it all really started in the third quarter, all after that save play in the corner by Gabe Hammonds.
It was big. The momentum it stayed with Burley, and we were kind of lagging a little bit, and it looked like the ball was going out of bounds, and Gabe just did a super great hustle play, got it in, and we got a layup. And you made the comment that's the kind of play that can sometimes flip the game, and it did. We went down and got a turnover, came down, tie scored. Gabe ran off 6 points in a row, and all of a sudden we were tied or had the lead, and we didn't look back.
Yeah. Gabe, those 6 points you mentioned for Gabe Hammonds, those are the first 6 points scored in the third quarter.
Yeah.
It ended up giving Preston a 1-point lead at that point, and a lead that really they never really gave up, and they just went on from there.
It was big, and sometimes it's those little plays like that. That's why it's always important to hustle on every ball like Gabe did. And then, of course, we shot better foul shots in the second half. We had, like we anticipated we would do better. I mean, you can't do a whole lot worse than we did the first half.
That's very true.
So we shot better, and that, with some good defense, was the difference in the game.
I was impressed the way they persevered through. We still made some silly plays trying to press the ball a little bit too much, but the perseverance of the offense, especially with Luke running the point, really controlling the ball and controlling the team. And when they really got helter-skelter and gotten really out of control, but Luke made sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, and when the ball's in his hands, he can control it, and I thought that was good, and he made some good decisions, and so it's just good. And again, I just think this is a great game. This is a tough environment, like Coach Jones says. I'll bet this is the highest margin of victory we've had here in a few years, because it's usually 2 or 3 points if you win here. And so this is great. It's a good preparation for the district tournament, and hopefully if we get to state, great preparation.
Yeah, indeed. That's so Preston wins it tonight 60-53. With the win, they improved their record to 19-1. They've won 15 in a row now, and they're 12-0 in conference play.
Yeah, that's impressive too.
They're reeling off quite the string here. Fortunately, they have that one loss to Middleton earlier this year. They could be rivaling that team from 2 years ago that went 26-0 and then won a state title.
Yeah, that was a fun year. That was Allen's last year, right? Yeah, that was a fun year, but this is, Preston. We have a great tradition. We have a winning tradition, and 5 years ago, if we would have been 19-1. It would have been blasted over everything everywhere, but unfortunately we're getting used to it, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because you have a winning tradition, but you don't want to sit on your laurels too much. But we are 19-1,
yeah,
and that is something.
I made the comment this morning to someone that I was telling me I was going to go see the Preston basketball team tonight and see one of the best athletes in the state, and referring to Ty Hyde. And he had another one of those games tonight. Yeah, he missed his first 8 free throws tonight, but he missed his last 4. And even though he missed 8 foul shots, he still finished the game with 22 and led the team in scoring.
Yeah, and he made a lot of those. That's the other thing. In this half, he made a lot of those layups as he got fouled, and so he only had the 1 foul shot after that. So he finished good tonight. He fought through it. Dunn didn't have his best shooting night. Cooper, had some really good little putbacks that helped us in big foul shots. Hammonds gave us a good spark. Luke didn't really score as much as he can, but all in all, it was. Cole Harris hustled too.
Yeah.
Cole Harris made a ton of good plays too, and so it was a good team win for Preston.
So Preston wins it tonight. The score of 60-53. We'll come back. We're waiting for Coach Jones to come up and join us. Hopefully, we'll get a chance to talk to him before we leave the air, as we'll check the stats from the game tonight. We'll do that as we continue right after this timeout.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Waiting for Coach Tyler Jones to come out, so we'll check the stats as we're waiting for the coach to come upstairs and join us. First for Burley tonight, Creighton Hansen, before he fouled out, he had 12 points in the game. Jared Orthman finished with 8. Bridger Giles did not score. Hunter Hansen did not score. McCray Mort finished the game with 2. Chase Whiting finished with 24 tonight. That's right at his season average. Sawyer Hansen had 1, and Steven Ramirez had a total of 6 in the game tonight. As after the switch ends, boy, they had free throw shooting problems in the second half after making 6 of 9 in the first half.
What did they shoot in the second half down there?
I'm not sure.
It wasn't good.
It wasn't. You're right. It wasn't good. Ty Hyde for the Preston Indians, as we mentioned, finished the game with 22, making 4 out of 12 foul shots tonight. Cooper Hobson had 11. Scott Dunn only had 3 in the game tonight. Luke Smaley finished with 6. Cole Harris had 8. Garrett Ward with 2. Gabe Hammonds had 8, but those the biggest 6 of those came right at the beginning of the second half.
Yeah.
And Hess, Palmer, Roberts, they all did not play. Rhett Robertson not dressed for the game here this evening, as here comes Tyler Jones up the stairs to join us. We'll talk to Tyler here before we go to break, as
great win.
The coach comes in. It was a win, but let's put it that way, as the guys struggled not only from the field but from the free throw line tonight. As we talked before the game, you expected a hard-fought game, and they got it.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. This over the years, I was telling you, in the last 10 years, I think we've only won here 3 or 4 times, and the times we have, it's been by a couple points. This is just a tough place to play. They have a good program. They're a good team, and tonight, first half we didn't come out with a lot of energy. We came out flat, and you give a team hope and confidence, then you're playing with fire, and we did that first half especially.
I like the way the guys persevered. We made the comment on the air after Gabe made that play in the corner in the third quarter to save the ball on the floor. That's the type of play that'll turn the momentum around, and it certainly did.
Exactly. I thought Gabe, that start of the fourth quarter, 3 straight buckets, 2 buckets and the 2 free throws, really gave us a boost of energy, and that's what you need. I talked to the team after. It's a team, and all those little hustle plays add up, and every little thing, it doesn't matter who scores the points. It's that we do it as a team, and everybody contributes. And on the road, you got to dig together. You got to be a team. You got to unite and play through adversity. And second half was better, other than the free throws. And but we'll take it anytime you come in here and get a win.
Free throws are a funny thing because you practice them, and then you get in the game, and sometimes they just don't go in. But we made the comment at halftime that we'll certainly shoot better in the second half, and we did. And I thought that was a big difference. But the thing that we commented about is this was a great game in preparation for the district tournament and the state tournament, if knock on wood we get there, because this is how it is.
Yeah.
It's officiating that's all over the place. It's missed foul shots. It's scrappiness. It's just clawing to win, and you got to be happy with the way the team responded to this game.
No, exactly. And like you said, it's tough on the road, and like you said, we haven't had a lot of close games, so having to play behind that first half, and then second half having to dig, it'll do us well here as we get into conference tournament for sure.
Those, when you kind of get lulled into a sense of complacency, and they throw that just a little one-hand lob pass across court, and there's someone there who's going to come and take it away, and that happened several times tonight.
Yeah, just like you said, lack of focus. The first half we like to play fast. It was slow, and just everybody was kind of going through the motions, and a lot of dumb turnovers, people not going strong to get the ball, and just all those little things add up. Then they hit a few shots, they're ahead, and they're confident, their crowd's in it, and you just put yourself in a bad situation.
Does that come from having a week off? I mean, there's only so many times you can get guys motivated to practice.
Exactly, and it's tough this time of year. You want to be playing, and having a week between the game doesn't help you, but still no excuses. These kids are experienced. Most of them are seniors. They've been through it, and they knew coming in here that it was going to be tough. So I was glad the second half we battled and did some good things.
And now we go to the pit. It'll be kind of a similar environment. The pit's always, kind of a tough place to play. They don't have the size maybe that Burley does. But how do you see that matchup Friday night?
And right now, Pokey's going to be the 4 seed. So it's a team we could see again too. So, and at their place last year went overtime.
Yes.
And everything they throw up there will go in. So
yep.
It's another tough environment, and it'll be good for us before the district tournament to go up there, and it'll be a challenge. Hopefully we can get a lot of Preston fans up there Friday night.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you coming up and joining us up here in our little upstairs loft. As pick up a win, you've won 15 in a row. You'd run a record of 19-1. Congratulations, and we'll see you on Friday.
How many did Whiting have tonight?
Whiting had
24.
I had him unofficially, but 24.
Season average.
And I don't know how many shots it took him, but I thought we did a better job on him tonight.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
did a good job.
I thought he tried just creating things and just throwing everything at the basket, and it ended up with 24. But you're right, he had a lot of shots that didn't go in.
Well, good. Thank you, and we'll see you on Friday.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank
Congrats.
you very much. We'll come back to the last comment from Ron Smaley before we wrap it up right after this.
KACH, mylocal.radio.com.
In Franklin County, they know it's what's on the inside that really matters. That's why they offer advanced radiology and imaging using the latest in technology, performing x-rays, CAT scans, MRIs, nuclear testing, ultrasounds, mammography, and much more, right in Preston, Idaho. With short wait times and a highly skilled staff available around the clock, they'll help you reach a diagnosis quicker. Make sure your doctor knows you want to save time and money, closer to home. Let them be the next to take your picture. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence meet.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When you see that big green dinosaur, whether at your favorite gas station or convenience store on the side of a delivery truck, you know quality Sinclair products are available there from Hall Oil Company. Hall Oil is a family-owned and operated business that's been serving folks in Cache Valley since 1947. They're your local fuel and oil broker with a low-price guarantee. Another guarantee that's been really important this winter is that when you fill your fuel tanks with premium winter diesel fuel from Hall Oil, it's guaranteed not to gel even when the temperature drops below zero. It's the no-gel guarantee from Hall Oil Company.
KACH.
Well, before we wrap it up and hear from Burley, get a final thought from Ron Smaley.
I just think that Preston has got to be real pleased with this win. It was kind of what we thought, it'd be a hard-fought game. It wasn't a blowout, but I'm really, really impressed with the way the team responded to the adversity, and I think Coach Jones has got to really be happy about that. We didn't have everybody on all cylinders tonight, and we still found a way to win against a good team on their home court.
Right.
So it's a positive for the program.
And Ty had to play extended minutes with Rhett Robertson not in uniform tonight, nursing an ankle. Hopefully he'll be back on Friday.
Yep.
He came out for a couple of minutes at the end of the first quarter, but then played the rest of the way. He never came out the rest of the game.
And luckily he stayed out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
Which was the other key that we talked about to the game, and he stayed out of it, and that was good.
So we've got another tough game coming up Friday night at Pocatello.
We'll see you there.
Yep, I'll be there. Have safe journeys, and we'll see you Friday night.
Thanks.
That's Ron Smaley with us here on the broadcast tonight. As the next game for the Preston Indians, as we mentioned, is Friday as they wrap up the regular season as they visit Pocatello to take on the Indians there. The pregame show is at 7:15. The tip-off is at 7:30. Our next broadcast is tomorrow night as the Lady Indians play the third-place game in the conference tournament tomorrow as they will face the Jerome Tigers with the winner advancing to the state tournament. Our coverage gets started at 5:45 tomorrow, special start time with the pregame show and the tip-off from Preston Gym tomorrow at 6. As that'll bring tonight's broadcast to a close. The executive producer of Preston Broadcasting Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly, and special thanks to the basketball managers for helping out on the camera. Thanks for listening. For Ron Smaley, I'm Dan Hubbard, reminding you of the final score as Preston wins a tight one, 60-53 here over the Burley Bobcats. Until next time, we wish you a very pleasant good night from here at Burley.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.